It is 9 a.m. this lovely bright morning. At least today we've not had those morning showers, at least for Kampala and the 5 divisions, I must say, that make up Kampala. I've not heard of rain, so those inconveniences that usually come with the rain, we've been able to survive that, and I hope you reached safe and sound at your destination or workplace. Once again, I'm Robert Chirabonyonyitono. It is Good Morning Uganda Extra. Thank you so much for being with us right from the hour of 6:30 till now. We do really appreciate. And of course, for the sports lovers, yes, Ruben has given you so much about that. Now, this is an extension of Good Morning Uganda. Today, we want to look at the plight of nurses and midwives. What is their role to the community and, of course, its members? Because most of the times, when we fall sick, the first person is a nurse. Then you see a doctor, you see a consultant, giving birth, bring new life on earth through the hands of the midwives. And I must say, these figures have increased. Many people now do not give birth in the hands of traditional birth attendants, but they go to hospitals. So who are these people and what do they do now? Joining me on set is the President, Uganda Nurses and Midwives Union, Chiprop, Justus Chiplangat. You're most welcome.
Thank you very much. I am called Chiprop. Justus Chiplangat. Thank you. Yes.
Potato. How have you been? Long time, I must say.
Yeah, long time, and good morning, viewers. My name is Justus Chirop Chiplangat, the President of Uganda Nurses and Midwives Union, and I'm glad to be here today. Yes.
How is the union, the affairs of the union?
It has been long. The union has been moving on well and increasing its members. And of course, when we come here, we have been coming here for complaints most of the time. But today we are not in any complaint, although there are other things which we may add on. But I want to tell our viewers that here we are as Nurses and Midwives Union. We are proud to be Ugandans, and we are proud to work as Ugandans, and also we are proud to be in a profession called nursing and midwives profession. Yes.
Now, traditionally, nurses were meant to be women. You're a male nurse. What percentage of this community are male?
Oh, now the percentage is about 20%.
Male nurses?
Yes, male nurses. 80% is still women.
Do we still have midwives that are male?
Yeah.
I mean, now how do we call them?
They are also midwives, but that is the 2%.
Yeah, 2%.
Because we have just recruited them to go to train, particularly to be a midwife. Yeah, just as you can see gynecology doctor dealing with the women, so we also have the male nurses dealing with the women. So not only gynecologists are women, but they are also men.
And I'm told ladies prefer, if they are to seek services of a gynecologist, they would prefer a male. Some are telling me during delivery they would prefer male to assist them in that process, that the ladies are a bit rude or sometimes that, but a male would do justice.
Yes, of course, the opposite sex work well than same sex.
Okay.
Because there will be blame game. But if it is an opposite sex, somebody will prefer that this one will handle me carefully. So that's why for us, they like us mostly, the nurses, to deliver them. Yes.
Well, very interesting. They're now moving direct. When we talk about a nurse, let's first understand, in the medical line, what is the role of a nurse? Because for a midwife, it's more clearer.
Of course, the role of the nurse in the community, in the hospital is...
Let's begin with the hospital structure.
Hospital structure.
What does a nurse do?
The nurse is a recipient of a patient. When you enter the hospital, a nurse should receive you. A nurse should take your observations, vitals. We call them vital observations, like blood pressure, temperature, all that. Your pulse, the way you breathe, the way you look at anxiety, if you are too anxious. So the nurse first identify your problems. And then at the same time, the nurse has to direct you where to go. Immediately as she has done observation, she knows that you are very critically ill, or you are somehow ill, or you are even at the death point. So she knows where to take you. We have what we call triage. Triage means that you segregate. You say, now, this one is so sick, should go this room for emergency. This one is somehow go to this room. This one can still wait for in a line, in a queue. So we identify the critical conditions and we save the situation according to the assessment of a patient arriving to the hospital. Yes, that is basically what we do. Then thereafter, when they have seen you, they have clocked you, they have checked you, they said, okay, you have blood pressure, your blood pressure is high. What normally do is that we also come down and say, what is the plan for this patient to get medication? So after the doctor writing medication, then now for us, we run up and down, look for drugs, which drug is best on this, and also advice. We advise the doctor, we advise the patient. That's our role according to the situation of a patient. Yes.
Now,
so
who
we
does
do a
the
lot.
final office?
Of course, when you are living on earth, we call it last office. So it is the same nurse who prepares you according to your culture or religion, because we don't prepare people just randomly. We ask you if you are a Muslim, you are prepared according to Muslim culture. You are from Uganda, we prepare you according to your culture, the norms of culture. So we prepare you and make you smart before you leave the premise in the hospital.
Now,
Yes.
there we mean when you have lost your life, if you're taken to the mortuary, that is the final office that we are talking about. Now, let's, having known the functions and the roles in the hospital setting, what it should be. Now, let's move at the community level. I grew up when for us, either you were a doctor, you were a nurse, or a consultant, we had one common word, Musau.
Exactly.
So, community responsibility there.
Yes, that is actually what is on everywhere. Not only within Central, everywhere in the country, and even beyond Africa. So long as you touch medicine, and so long as you touch a patient to treat, and a patient improves, that one you are Msau. Whether you see that these local Basaus, they call them Msau. A local witch doctor has maybe herbs, and you treat somebody maybe with the nose bleeding or something like that. They will say that is a Msau. So our name of Msau is a general name. For whoever makes your life better in terms of sickness, you are called Msau. But for this case, we as the nurses, it is just unfortunately that government was trying to abandon what we call health visitors. Health visitors nurses were the people working in communities. And it is still very common in UK. And we borrowed that idea from UK those days when colonialism was still here. And the nurses who are in the community, we have now public health nurses. And there are still very few. Their role was to go door to door to see that who is sick in this community, then can supply drugs. Now we have replaced them with the village team. The government
VHTs.
has VHTs, the village team who will normally go and identify or distribute mosquito nets like that. So a nurse in the community identify the problems within the community, identify malnutrition, identify if there is a lot of mosquitoes in the area, and report to the district and say, in particular area, we have this problem. You remember there was issue of hookworms, there were issue of earthworms, those worms there. That's why we eradicated them. So nurses, their role is to identify what is in this community look like, and then what do we do as a community, as a professionals. So that is what actually the nurse in the community has been doing. Identify problems within the community and do the referral and refer to the appropriate. If it is health center 4, if it is health center 3, she can say, no, this illness, go to the hospital, the district hospital, so that you get a referral from there to a regional referral, to a national referral. So that is how we work at the community. Yes.
Well, we are still trying to understand this noble cause. How do we ensure that we get the best out of them? Now, most of the times, most common indeed is when you all go to hospitals, most of government hospitals, sometimes the first person you look at, you reach out to, is a nurse. But let's look at also the challenges, because there is so much that sometimes, mostly in public hospitals, private's another business. I began my hospital, customer care is paramount. If it isn't, you report that person, they either lose their job or someone will go against them. But in public hospitals, is it just a mental, is it just, there is lack of receptiveness from people in this profession sometimes. The public seems to be wondering why people will be very receptive, have a lot of customer care. What are some of the challenges during the line of execution of your work?
Yeah, well, you know, when you are sick, you expect a lot to the in the hospital.
One said patients are patient in Uganda.
That is what exactly we say, that if you're a patient, be patient. Because if you come to the hospital expecting to be hurried on, or to be taken very fast, it cannot work in that way. It is very clear that, and I'm just advising the community and advising those who are in the government, who want, when you're a patient, that's the word, patience pays. You be patient. But unfortunately, our people who come, they are not patient. They feel they should be handled immediately with the marathon speed. So when you enter in the hospital premises, the idea is that the nurse welcomes you, sit. Now, those people who complained a lot within the community that you reach Malago, they just look at you, you reach Mbala Hospital, they look at you. No. There's nobody who can look anybody sick, vomiting, and just passes through. No. What we do is that we tell you, sit here, and then we guide you that, okay, extend here, go to this room, go to this room. But now we are not magicians. We have to investigate your problem. We cannot out of brew and say you are sick of malaria. We can't say you have been poisoned. We can't say, no, we need to take levels of investigation. So if we tell you sit here, and there is a, moreover you have come late, somebody has been queuing the whole 1 hour, patients are lining up. Now for you, you come and you want expect to run and be solved the problem immediately. And we cannot, because lab takes lab investigation, others takes 1 hour, others take 30 minutes, others take 4 hours, others take also 1 week to be investigated properly. The samples we remove from you, we take it to another lab, we investigate, we do it thoroughly well. So you find that you be patient until the results come. You have to wait. Then after the results, there is analysis. We analyze that now, which best drug can go here, can treat this patient. Secondly, the same patient, if you are not patient enough, you will harass the doctor to give you a wrong drug, or a nurse to give you a wrong drug. So what we need to do is that be patient. We give you the proper treatment. We analyze, and sometimes we do a group work. We discuss as doctors, as nurses, we say, this patient has this condition. What best drug can we give? It is not that just we give you and how, no. We can have a group discussion, and that one can take 10, 20 minutes. That please, let us try this. This one has been treated on this, but we are going to do this. Let us change treatment. So you find that takes a lot of time within. Only even examination. For us, we are taught that you examine the patient from toe to head. Just from that small nail, the nail there, up to here. See the hair. What is the hair present? How does it present? What is it, the skin? You may feel that my headache, my backache. No, but that one can bring you, but it might be an outstanding. We have to rule out other conditions which may result you to come back tomorrow. So we can identify that there is a problem in your skin. Then when we are treating you, we are treating the back. Then we also treat the skin. So when you have come to the hospital, we advise people to be patient as a patient until we send you home with enough drugs, with everything, with enough information. Even just sitting you and telling you that now you can boil water, use the toilet properly, use what, all that. We do that. In the meantime, we are examining you.
Well, I explained most of the times now, where some of these complaints really come from, and he explains an entire process that I have to go through. But also, okay, we'll take that, but don't you believe that sometimes the instances that go overboard in these public hospitals?
Where it goes overboard is, there, of course, we have less manpower.
Okay, that is distribution of midwives, nurses.
Yes, we have less manpower, including doctors. We are less. Against the population of 45 million people, we are very still few. That's why we have a lot of challenges in the queues. We need health sector to recruit more nurses, more midwives, more doctors, more specialists. We need them to be recruited so that if a patient, now the patient ratio, that's why WHO came up with a ratio that one doctor can see only like 500 patients.
Yeah.
But here you see 10,000. Now, how comes? You are there since morning, you are sweating, the whole day you have no lunch. If you break off for lunch like this, the patients complain. And then, of course, we are not supposed to break off for lunch because we are human, we need to eat. But if you stop that I want to eat, the queue is too much, you may not finish. So sometimes the force is asked to have a cup of tea as you do the work. As you clerk the patient, as you dispense the drugs, you do something at least to make sure that you are pushing something in the stomach, at the same time you are clerking patients. Yes.
Now also let's look at the career guidance element. Most of the times I've seen doctors, I've seen incidents that sometimes I question, was this person in this profession out of will? Or is it because of grades? Or is it because of financial constraint? Because you see a patient, someone dying, then you hear stories that doctor asked, the nurse asked, Okay, they may come that way, but what is done to make them better and appreciate? Someone may not have, not all people in journalism wanted to be journalists. You find that one wanted to be a pilot and the second option was a journalist.
Exactly.
But then he gets there, he picks the passion, he likes what he's doing, he says this was my second option. And then he's deeply into that. For the nurses and midwives, I may not go to the doctors because I know, yes, good grades, good money if you're to do medicine on a private scholarship, it's another thing all there. But for nurses and midwives?
Well, you have said it correctly, that not all of us. Let me speak of all medical professions. You see, medical profession is a call. Actually, even as nurses, we say we were chosen by God to serve and love. That is our singing, that we have been chosen to serve and love. We love everyone. That's why we are non-partisan in politics. When politics come, people have been beaten, people have been thrown left and right. For us, we treat all of them. But the element which has come now is that the developing world as well has also brought a lot of issues that somebody can wish that I should go to nursing college or nursing institution, and also those who are going to the doctor to be a doctor, to be they are money now determinists, because now these days the education is privatized. Everybody wants to join anywhere you want because of UBE and then UCE. So you've read books and you want to go. And that's why there are a lot of medical colleges in Uganda, because the education is just free, everybody can go. But in actual sense, we, those days, the colonial nurses were chosen critically to, you develop that urge of being. For example, me, I was nursed, I took my mother in the hospital, the care the nurse was giving my mother, I said, no, even me, I should do this in future. So that's how I developed. Then I started even working in the hospital without training. After my, when I was in vacation, I asked in a hospital in Bukwa, my district there, I worked. I could go and clean the hospital, touch patients, do like this, turn the patients, until I was trained for 3 months. Then they trained again me for 6 months. Then I was put as a staff. Auxiliary staff within the hospital. So every morning I should go and do this, I do that, I clean the equipments and make sure they are ready for examining the patient, the ward is ready for inspection or ward round. So that was my passion. Other passion, people are like that as well. But career guidance here is that when people are at school, they ask you, what do you want to be? But of course, others are forced by their parents because they know that if you go to medical, maybe there's good money, good pay. That's where people are running. They think that there's a lot of money in medicine, in medical. They force you. Your parents force you. Then I have seen even politicians going around and going back to the villages and say, me, I can take you to medical. You go. Now, the person has no passion to go for the profession. But because they have given you scholarship, maybe they have paid for you, you just go. And that's why we are seeing a lot of issues with the customer care, a lot of issues with the career guidance. You even want to tell that person to continue school. Maybe she has ended in a diploma. Please go back for the degree. No. She said no. So you find that it became, because it was not here her passion or her call, then that one will abandon the course at that level. That's why you are seeing others cannot go further because they were just forced to go to the profession by their relatives and by their politicians.
Now let's look at another critical issue, that is equipment. I've seen midwife kits in some hospitals, and I'm told they are donated by the union. I don't know how true that is, because when I try my journalism tactics to ask, but how come I see this here and they're not in the other hospital? And I think this is a public, this is, tell me, no, these are donated. What is this like?
I wish I had some slides there. As I told you, that the Uganda Nurses and Midwife Union is not only for complaining, is not only for welfare. We do a lot of things as now as in the country. We do advocacy. We advocate for welfare of our members. We do also, we represent also our members legally, because our members have been arrested more often with the issues which are not for them. but it comes as a result of a condition of a patient and equipment. So we do a lot of things, but now in this particular item, we distribute midwifery sets, a full-fledged midwifery set, which is containing all the equipment which a mother and a child can survive. So we are planning to reduce maternal and child mortality rates in Uganda. We don't want a child to die during birth. We don't want a mother to die during birth. So we have equipments. We have distributed over 55 health facilities. And we are continuing distributing. We got the funder, we got our partners in the United States of America, and recently I went there to lobby for more, and good enough with our Ministry of Health and embraced that, and we went with the PS Ministry of Health, and we advocated for more. So we got more coming. So we are distributing midwifery kit all over the country, especially health centers 4, health center 3, and the district hospitals. We don't want mothers to die. We want them to survive. We don't want children to die. We want them to survive. So that kit is worth 10 million shillings.
Sure.
If you buy it in open market, one like this is worth 10 million shillings. But we have distributed to 55 health facilities. And I still have much in stock. After delivering them, I am now set to deliver more, and then I have requested more to come. Only that taxes are too many, and these things are free. They donate for us free from the other side, and they also put in the plane. They transport them, and the expenditure is theirs, our partners in USA. But again, to reach towers in Entebbe, they ask us. There's a fee called storage fee. There is a customs clearance. But I thank God one side that the Ministry of Health cleared them on the customs side. But storage, we have to pay. Like recently, I paid for the 3 million shillings only for storage. 43 million to pay the things for government to use them. This is a union who survives we don't have money for government. We don't get any money from government. We don't get any donation. It is members' money. We contribute our members' money and save it. So now when the consignment comes, they need the union to clear. So now we sit down and say, we are helping our community. Let us contribute to the community. So we pay taxes in URA, we pay taxes in clearance, and we clear the things, and we start distributing. And where they are distributed now, the mortality and maternal death is dropped down. We have a researcher who is also moving around to each facility to find out. Since we gave you this equipment, how has been the trend of death child? So we have also distributed PPEs. Personal protective equipment. Yes, now we are distributing to regional referral hospitals. And whoever the hospital which has not got the gas disaster, please let us know, and we give you the equipment we have. We still have them in stock, and we are going to request more consignment in December, and then they will come by January. They will be in the country because it is very far. And also we are planning to make sure that these PPEs are stored here. We want to build a hub in future where all those equipment are equipped here, so that we be distributing one by one to each health facility which doesn't have. And we are giving our time that by 5 years down the road, we are going to manage mortality rates in Uganda. And we shall excel this, because if equipment is there, there's no need for a mother to die, because the midwife must use that equipment to restate, to bring back life to the baby and the mother.
Well, no one should die while giving birth to life. Neither should we see any child that has been denied the opportunity to enjoy life, yet they have been delivered. Now, you've talked about the distribution. That is a noble cause, and we hope that you'll get more, and those small challenges here and there can be handled. Most when you talk about 43 million, that's something big, but storage anyway. Now, one of the things also is the welfare in terms of various schemes. How are you handling this? We know nurses don't earn so much. They are patriotic servants, but they also have challenges equally.
Yes. Actually, as a union, we advocate so much on welfare. And that's our noble cause. That's why we exist as nurses and midwives. Now, we advocate for that, for welfare of nurse. Of course, we thank government and we thank the ministries who are concerned, Ministry of Health and Ministry of Public Service, for increment of salary slightly. But of course, we are looking at tomorrow, next year, we still need some top up, at least something to make a nurse smile. However, we as nurses union also, we are also innovative, and we are trying to look what we need as we nurses and midwives in this country. So we have formed circles so that we borrow our own money within ourselves. So we borrowed the, we have formed circles, which is over 50 branches now. And each circle, each branch has not less than 10 million shillings. So nurses don't go these days to the banks to borrow money. They borrow money now from their circle, and they return money with a small percentage of 13%. So we have circles within ourselves, within the branches all over the country. All over the country, up to Gisinjiro, everywhere, Gulu, we have all those branches have circles. Unfortunately, that President Yoweri Museveni pledged to give us 1 billion to give us for the circle. But we have not seen that money since 2018 up to now. And I'm appealing to him that, my president, please give us some money, 1 billion, which you promised, so that we add on what the nurses. This money is for nurses themselves. No government has assisted us. But of course, the president signed a dummy check and say, look, let me offer you something. So we are still waiting. It is now over 4 years.
It will still come.
We have not seen. So my appeal is that we need to see the money.
For
so
us
that
we say,
yes,
so
but
keep hope alive.
Yes, we are hoping that so long as it's still well and okay, we know that the money will come. But of course, we need it urgent so that we help ourselves than just complaining of here and there. Then too, we have also insurance. We have insured all our members. God forbid, should a nurse become sick, we come to your rescue only on critical illnesses like cancer, like diabetes, like blood pressure. So we help the nurse and give you treatment. Now, God forbid, if you die on that same disease or any other disease now, we have what we call A+ burial. We have established a very good relationship with the burial group, and we bury these days nurses decently. The government doesn't contribute anything, the parents doesn't contribute anything, the relatives, it is the nurses union to bury the nurse decently. If you have seen all over the country, the nurses have been dying, but we have been now saying no, nurses should be buried decent. And then upon burial, now we again educate the children, the child education. We have that. We pick the children of the disease and we take them to school from P3 up to senior 6. Imagine now, the union has grown and we say we are innovative. We can't see our children, the father was a nurse and he has died, and nobody will continue with these children. So for us, we come in as the parents and members. We pick them, we take them to school. And we have now about 45 students at school. So that is what we do as nurses. Now, amidst that, of course, we have too many challenges, but of course,
and let's end with those. Time seems to be flying, but let's just have a hint at the challenges.
Yeah, now, as I told you about first the students, we take them up to senior 6, but we have also looked at specialty in nursing and midwifery. We wanted this country to go specialty in nursing and in midwifery. In the memorial, we don't have specialized nurses in the country. So what we have done is that I requested the government through the office of the president, actually particularly the president himself, gave us scholarship, 20 scholarship every year. Every academic year we have 20 scholarship, and those scholarship we look at specialized. So we have been taking nurses to Nairobi, South Africa for specialty. But then we said, no, we are now going to open a university for specialized nursing. We have acquired land in Mukono, and we are soon having a break of the groundbreaking, and we have established organs to run the university, and we have also partnered with different universities. We have a university in California who is offering us some help, and then we have just come back from Malaysia. We are partnering also with Malaysia University to make sure that the university stands. So we have that. We are building the university next year, and we call upon nurses to look at specialty in all. Amidst all what we do, we distribute Mama Kid, BPEs, and the university now. We have challenges. One challenge, number one, is still housing. Housing issues in nursing. We nurses rent very far and come to the place of work very late. So we don't offer good services in the hospital. And if the nurse was housed within the hospital, that one would be very 100% work well done. So the nurse walks from Mukono to Mulago up to now, and the jam, you see the jam of Mukono and here. By the time the nurse reaches at 10, you have not helped anybody. Then two, that's housing. Then two, we have an element that extracting our money. That is now very serious, that it will cause us problems between this stamp duty tax. We are paying stamp duty tax as nurses whenever we renew our certificates. Imagine you renew the certificate like this. This is a certificate. You renew with money. We pay money to renew this license. Now again, in this hand, URA comes and picks 100,000 from a nurse. And I don't know how the structure is, that why are nurses being picked, the money are picking from the nurses, because other professions are not paying. So now, this is a very discussing situation, and we warn the government. Actually, it is a serious warning that we don't want to pay that money. Let them explain to us properly why nurses alone, as entity professionals, are paying that money. So I am now calling upon nurses in the whole country that please don't pay that money. From today, don't pay, let them take you to court. Let us go to court, we meet with URA in court, and we also ask them, Registrar Nurses Council, please don't ask the nurses any money anymore. You are being used to collect money. So let URA come to us to look for us wherever we shall be.
Someone just sent me a message here, Chipulangat.
Yes.
And they're saying, well, Chipulangat, you know the right procedure to follow. Over that you know the right procedure to follow.
No, the procedures are there, but we have tried to follow. It seems it is not working. So I know what to do. I am just directing nurses not to pay, and then we see what next. Because
you would have already started this.
We wrote a letter
challenging this and all that, but it's not practically what you do is not practical.
We wrote the old documents are written. They are there. We appealed even up to the president's office. I don't know where the president got. We appealed to Attorney General. I don't know whether they got these letters. So that's why if we come to the media here, can explain more than the letter in somebody's office, because I assume that my letters are being sat somewhere. They are not. Nobody has replied to me up to today. So now we are now saying that it is my certificate. I will not pay that money, and I continue practicing. Then we meet in the courts of law.
Well, I must let Chiplangat leave at this time. I just want to thank you so much for your time, and of course to say to all the nurses and midwives in this country that you're doing a noble cause. You are heroes, and continue with the good service. Okay, one word before we get out here. We must get out.
Thank you very much for hosting me, and thank my nurses and my midwives, wherever they are, and also the ministries who are supporting us, Ministry of Health, Ministry of Finance, Ministry of Public Service, Ministry of Gender Labor. Those are our close ministries which we deal with. And I appeal that please look into it and then have nurses have conducive environment, nurses and midwives. However, we are inviting all nurses next year. It is only 4 months to go.
That is May.
May, 12th May. Actually, we shall be in Rugunjiri district celebrating International Nurses Day. And of course, hopefully, our guest of honor will be the President of this Republic of Uganda. His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni will be there, and I call upon all nurses to come there, and we celebrate our achievement, we celebrate our day, and also we memorize our events that there has been, and also have a conducive environment for ourselves.
I must say that President is a very good friend of nurses and midwives, because at least all the celebrations he has attended in person.
Yes, he has attended in person. He doesn't delegate. That's a good,
yes,
good
I've made that observation.
But only during COVID he did not come because of COVID. But the rest he has attended fully. He doesn't delegate. And I love that, because delegation, sometimes people cannot take exactly what you want to air out to somebody.
To the big man.
To the big man. So when he appears himself there,
Well, thank you so much for your time, and to our viewers, thank you so much. Those that have been with us from 6:30 till now, we treasure, we honor, we appreciate your time. Have a lovely day. See you tomorrow, God willing, for God and my country. Good morning.
Live from UBC Studios in Kampala, this is Good Morning Uganda Extra.
Hello, Mom. How did you sleep? How is Salongo? Oh, Mommy, how is Grandma? And Simba, the dog, yeah, the funny one.
Call Bona on any network in Uganda with Airtel Bona Voice Bundles. Dial *100 *1 hash. Select Call Bona to choose bundles from as low as 1,000 shillings from daily, weekly, monthly, or bundles that don't expire. Call Bona on any network in Uganda with Airtel. A reason to imagine.
Junko.
Yo.
What you go? Check the shopping, man. What's your secret?
Uganda wange. Haven't you heard of the parish development model PDM?
Yes, I did, but I thought it was just a talk.
No, Sebatia. It is real. I and a few friends together formed a circle, accessed money from the PDM, invested in a portrait project, and now things are moving.
Junko. I thought I was one of your friends.
You are.
But you left me behind.
I didn't leave you in poverty. What you do, just visit your LC2 chairperson and your parish chief and start the process of economic transformation. Just like that. The parish development model is an initiative from the government of Uganda through the Ministry of Local Government designed to transform all lives of Ugandans for the better. PDM, my parish, my development, my life.
In this family, we can't agree on anything. We can't even agree on what to watch. Against to play. Ndowoza Mulabi, we can't even agree on what to eat. At least the one thing now we can all agree on is the soup. He likes that it's big and lasts long. Anti-economy. I like that it keeps my skin smooth. Alina Echovu. And the children like that. It smells amazing. everyone is happy. Movit soap comes in 4 fantastic flavors. Movit family soap is truly soap for the whole family.
Movit. All day confidence.
A new dawn on Behind the Headlines with me, Timothy Nyangweso. Every Wednesday, live in our studios in the heart of Kampala. We have conversations that have analysis, explanation, but not every truth is fact, and not every fact is truth. Every Wednesday, 10 p.m. on your public broadcaster.
All on your public broadcaster. UBC, inspiring Uganda.
Nibanyita kananye niyita Sezi Nwagaba commercial officer Ntungamo district government.
I am Sezi Nwagaba, the commercial officer for Ntungamo local government. I express my gratitude to God for this platform and the Myuga initiative brought to us by His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, as it has positively transformed the lives of the people in Ntungamo, whom I have known for a long time. When you visit the beneficiaries of this program, you can easily witness the significant positive changes in their lives. The audit report demonstrates that despite their leader being deaf and blind, profits are being made, highlighting how this program has actively engaged and evolved every individual. Initially, we received 2,650 million Uganda shillings. Each constituency received 530 million Uganda shillings. I would like to express my gratitude to this platform for providing us with the opportunity to share information about the Imyoga program. Our special thanks go to the President for initiating the program, and additionally, I would like to mention that there are numerous similar projects in Rubare and Ntungamo.
This week on UBC. UBC, inspiring Uganda.
Good morning, dear viewer. Good to have your company this lovely Tuesday morning as we start off this very month of July 2023. Pleasure to be having your company yet again as we take on this particular journey as a national broadcaster to celebrate the women in their various fields, wherever they're operating from. We salute you for making it a point always join us. That is a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday from the hour of 10 a.m. up until 11 a.m. My name is Sandra Kahunde, coming to you live from Broadcast House, Nile Avenue. Well, today we're delving into something interesting. As always, we have wonderful women, brilliant, incredible, amazing women, super women who have made it, who have tried to put on the muscles for men in the various fields where we're like, those are male-dominated fields, but they've taken on the challenge fearlessly. That is what we want to do, to inspire you as we listen to their challenges, their triumphs, and how they've overcome the solutions that have really taken on to enjoy their fields. For someone out there, for a particular lady who is still worried about putting on those wonderful shoes and getting started and enjoying what you're passionate about. Well, today, topic of discussion, we're delving into software development and farming business. And joining me, I have incredible women. They're here to tell us their stories, their journeys, how they took that particular path. Is it because of their role models, or maybe they were inspired by their parents or something like that? So they're here to share with us. And this morning, allow me to introduce my panel for today. I am joined by Violet. Violet is going to pronounce, give us her surname. And she's into the farm. She's from Nesting Farm Enterprises. She's a managing manager, market managing director. And here for today, I'm having Patricia. She's a lead software engineer at Kanzu Code. I hope I have the right pronunciations. But the ladies are right here joining us for the day, and they'll be letting us know more about them. Something unique. that they would love to share with us. Violet, you're most welcome.
Thank you.
I'll start at the extreme end.
Yes.
Please give us the right pronunciation. And about the firm and something unique about you.
Okay, I'm Violet Kukundakwe, the Managing Director of Nesting Farm Enterprises. That is a commercial poultry farm where we rear hens for eggs, manure, and off-layers. We train people in poultry rearing, and the main aim of this is to end hunger, so give people something nutritious to eat, and also provide decent employment and promote economic growth. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful. Mm-hmm. You're thinking about the rest.
Pardon?
You're thinking about the rest of us.
Yes, yes, yes.
That's why I love being a woman. Patricia, tell us more about you, what's unique about you, and yes.
Yeah. First of all, I would love to start by saying that I'm super excited to be here. It's so thrilling to be in such spaces and to be in a position to actually inspire women out there. So it's really a pleasure. So thank you so much for having us. So yeah, my name is Patricia Tim. I'm a lead software engineer at Kanzu Code. Kanzu Code is a software engineering company that is big on developing innovative, world-class digital solutions for our different clients to help them experience a better world. We all know that tech helps you experience a better world, really. Yeah, so that's what we are big on. We're also big on mentoring. We have another arm of Kanzu Code called the Kanzu Code Foundation that just focuses on mentoring young people, upskilling them to actually help them jumpstart their careers in tech. So that's what we are all about. An interesting thing about me, I love, much as I'm an engineer and I'm into the sciences, I have like a bit of an artistic side of me. I love to sing, I love to write, yeah. So that's, yeah, I think that's something.
And you wish well for the sister out there.
Yeah.
Well, amazing. Well, I'm just thinking about the Kanzu Code. So you're going to tell us why you chose that particular name.
Yeah.
Yesterday everyone was dressed in the Kanzu celebrating Kabaka's coronation, the 30th coronation.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so you're going to tell us more as why you chose that particular name.
All
and
right.
How you got started into the software development industry, and what inspired you to pursue such a career?
Right. So our CEO actually gave us a background of where Kanzu Code came from, because we're also a bit curious. We're like, yeah, how did this happen? So he told us when he was starting the company, he wanted, because he's so focused on Ugandan tech going global, he wanted to form a company that is just so centralized on Uganda. So he was looking for something that identifies Uganda culturally, like what is that thing? So of course he did his own research and whatnot and discovered that, yeah, the Kanzu is actually really, in this nation of Uganda, it's really significant culturally. In Uganda, if you see somebody wearing a kanzu, like you at least trace their roots somewhere to Uganda. So that helps our company stand out, because we are big on pushing Ugandan tech out there, making it global, taking it out there. So that's why it's Kanzu Code. We didn't want to go with, I guess, like a fancy name. You could say we wanted it to really be centralized.
You wanted to keep home.
Yeah, keep home. Keep it home, because we are trying. We have a vision to push what's the talent in Uganda and take it out there, make it global. Yeah, that's it.
So you as a person, what interested you to pursue this career?
So from early on, from a very young age, I'd actually been I was really interested in computers, software, and stuff like that. And what really helped is that my elder brother, also a software engineer, was already kind of doing the same thing. So it inspired me. I would look at him and I would get so inspired by the things that he does. So it was kind of obvious the direction that I would take. I knew that surely I have to take this direction. I don't see anything in mind for me. But what is so surprising is that when I actually got in, that's when I actually realized that, this is actually really meant for me, because the ease with which I'm able to do it, you get, it really showed me that this is something that was tailor-made for you. And if you had gone, because there are opportunities for me to go into other areas like audit, because I remember we would have a lot of these audit firms, Deloitte, KPMG coming to the faculty of tech at MOOC and encouraging engineers there to go into auditing. So there were those opportunities, but my passion for tech was so much. I just couldn't let it go. You get, so yeah, I went after it. Yeah.
Wow. Good stuff. I believe it's kind of rewarding.
Yeah.
You really had to put on a thick skin to be like your brother.
Yeah, I know, right?
Beautiful. I just moved to Violet into the farming business. What do you find most rewarding about the farming business, and what motivated you as a woman? Because, you know, certain moments were like, that's for men, you know? Certain things are like, they're for men. So just wondering why Violet is into the farming business.
Okay, just like her passion, you know. I think growing up, I liked doing little gardens at home. And my mom probably thought I was playing, but I grew up and my parents wanted me to be a doctor. I ended up being a medical radiographer, but the passion, you know, the passion remains. And you do little projects at home, you're planting in tins. And I visited my cousin, who is also into poultry farming, and he counted me the costs and the profits. And yes, so there was the passion, and then the money in farming done right was luring. So I found myself into it, and it's quite rewarding in that I've managed to employ a number of people. You provide us a unique product. Our eggs are organic, antibiotic free, so people, you give them something good, not a generic thing on the market. So yeah, that has, it was mainly passion. Yeah.
That's still inner voice, telling you to do something, much as they were paving a direction for you.
If you don't have passion, it can't sustain you where you're not comfortable. I don't know if that makes sense. The passion keeps calling you, and it's good if you can make money through the passion. So it gives you a fulfilling life. I can say I'm quite fulfilled. Yeah.
You're able to place your best foot forward.
Yeah.
Yes, and that's very great, because if it's just the passion, then you're able to inspire others naturally.
True.
Yes.
You're not forcing life.
You're not forcing life. Well, just getting back to the software developer right here. What are some of those projects you'd love to share with the viewer that you've worked upon and you found them very interesting? Yes.
Okay. Yeah, they're quite a number, because the nature of our work is really client facing. We have like so many clients. So in the earlier stages of my work, before I became the lead engineer, we worked for a lot of clients from abroad. Most of our clientele is there. So many times they just want something customized, tailored to their business needs. Can you add this functionality?
How come they're so like all global and they're not from here?
I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Customized systems to help them in their businesses. Some of them are universities, they needed learning management systems. Some of them it was just adding functionality to boost sales on their, let's say, website. Some of them it's just handling their applications. They have businesses such as traveling companies, and you need to work on their applications, stuff like that. So those are some of the things I've worked on. Lately, I'm working for MTN, because MTN is also our client. So I lead all the projects to do with MTN. In fact, the other day you hosted a lady from MTN, and I had just been on a call with her. I mean, that's how integrated this whole tech industry is, because I lead the projects with MTN, Ayoba, Pulse App, Wakanet. Like, there's a lot that goes on. There's so many things we work on at MTN, and you must
be going around and you're like, these ones who don't even know the fun.